Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Legends of Gen.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
That's the wrong line. Your
Hello.
line is, sorry, this is a Wendy.
Hello. My name's Chelsea. What's your favorite dinner food?
My favorite dinner food is the blood of my onion.
What's up? I'm Jared. I'm not teen. I never fucking learned how to read.
Wait, Jared, your name's Jared. Say, my name's Jared
Hi.
Fogel. I'm the spokesperson of the Subway.
Hi, my
No, we
my
don't
name's
talk about
Carl,
him.
and
No, we
I
don't talk
never
about him.
learned. I
You guys
never
want
learned how to
a special
write.
deal on my footlong? Because it's only $2.99.
No,
Well,
we don't.
I'm
we
sorry
don't
that
mention
West
that
could
in
not join us
public.
today. I am his substitute named Carl. Uh, actually, I don't know where his notes are either. Oh no.
I ate his nuts.
I said notes.
It's what? You
You
You're
ate
a
said
his
nuts.
what now?
disgusting pervert.
I ate his nuts, like his ball sack, his testicles, his male genitalia.
Oh, God. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Oh
you made
my
me break
God.
character. Oh my gosh. Why?
I don't hold back any
God.
punches. I don't hold back my punches.
He got me to break
We're
character.
already starting off wonderfully.
You got me to break. Congratulations.
You got me to break. Uh,
Sorry, this has to be the first minutes of this
But can we
recording.
add another D20?
Watching.
Can we add another D20? Just for
yeah,
that.
I can add.
Just
Let's add another D20. You are officially at what 15 D20s now.
15. I
Jesus,
think 16.
criminy crickets. God.
It's gonna. I
You're
keep
fucked, buddy
adding up.
boy.
I even made a deal with him. I said that if I make a joke about him, it removes a D20, and I've only made like 2 jokes about him.
Listen, I'm a pretty. I have a really strong funny bone, if you couldn't tell.
More like you have a
This is
very.
well.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to make a comeback with that. Ignore me.
To be honest,
You
I'm
can
not
say,
sure where
I'll
your
break
funny
your
bone is,
femur
B,
and let's
because a
see
lot of
how
your
you're feeling.
jokes are a little colorful, to say the least.
Can you repeat that? You're my cut.
I said, I don't know where your funny bone is, because I swear your jokes are a little colorful, to say the least.
They're colorful. You're just too colorblind to see the potential of them. My funny bone is in my femur.
All right. I don't
So
believe
we
that.
break
I
our
don't
funny
believe it. All
bones
right,
in
let's
the
do this.
femur.
Instead of Inigo, they should call you Indigo.
I'm going to kill you for that. That's it. I'm going to take a
uh,
dagger and I'm going to slit your throat. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That was Sus J. Sus J. Hmm.
shall we continue?
This guy.
You don't need 1,000 pairs of underwear.
This fucking guy.
Okay. So, in today's session, I don't know whether I should do a speech or not because anytime I don't have a script, I fail miserably because
I
I
mean, you
understand
trip
can
that,
up
but
on
pull
you
my
this
have
one
to.
out of
words.
We'll do it.
something.
So I
I
will
understand that, but
attempt
you
it.
have to.
I will attempt it. Uh,
I mean, yeah, you
You
can
just let
pull
it
out your
short.
speech from your butt crack if you want.
okay,
You
I'd
can
rather
pull
not.
out a speech from improv. You can improv a speech. That's what I said.
I would rather not. Um,
Okay.
okay, what would be related to what's going to happen this session?
All I know
Okay,
is
I
that he
think
rolled
I've
that.
got it. Finding out the secrets of one past is like a roll of the dice. On one hand, it can provide to be very useful. On the other, it could be dangerous. It depends really on what you're trying to find out. Because if
Yeah, go ahead.
you see, it happens every time I trip up on my words. Uh, I swear, I can sound so wise sometimes. Like at random conversations, I can sound super wise, but I can't do that on command.
No,
uh,
yeah.
It
Usually, when people
sucks.
start breaking out like very memorable speeches, it's usually like
um,
out of nowhere.
but finding out some people just choose to forget the past, but that can hinder them in the future if an event happens that has to do with the past. And today's session is all about finding out the past, or at least attempting to find out the past about multiple people, especially in this specific case, Guido and Aloy. Why was Guido in that? Why was Guido in that board? You guys don't really know, which is exactly why you're here. Now we left off.
Find out.
You guys had just fought the winds of this planet. The literal winds were against you, and you were able to fight them off and find your next target, which is the structure that you hope would give you some answers about the past and maybe some hope to the future. And so Guido was annihilated on the first turn. I mean, I felt bad for him.
He's fucking destroyed.
Like, just got destroyed
I
in the
guess you could
first
say,
round.
got his ticket.
Maybe Vito should have taken more levels than Artificer. Anyways, but you guys were able to fend them off. Well, I say you guys, but one of you didn't do almost any damage. I wonder who that could be.
It's okay, guys. Phineas was busy making a school roller coaster in his backyard with his
So
brother Ferb.
the ones who did the most damage were actually, I guess, 4 of you guys did. I say 4 of you guys, but it's really 3 of you guys and Vito. Vito got a critical hit and did a lot of damage. Same with Cassandra. Alari did some decent damage, although all of her hits were reduced. Same with her Damien.
Because I'm not magical. One time I don't choose a magical person.
And
You may not be magical,
and Moxie was good on the
but the fact that we're
supporting
not
side.
dead is already.
And I believe Moxie was the one that delivered the final blow.
To one of them, yes.
To all of them, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did both.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. Oh, well.
Yeah, for a medical
So Moxie
robot,
gets
he has
all the
a lot of
credit because
body
he
count.
finished them off. Anyways.
Kill Stealer.
Kill Stealer.
Maybe he should take.
He's
levels
only
in
in it
Rogue
for the
instead.
kills, not for the damage. So you guys are you guys are standing in front of this large black box-ish building. The winds, although they have calmed, are still it's still causing the sand to bite at your faces as the sand blows around, and you need to find shelter at least to protect yourself more from this storm that still brews. And that's where we left off last session.
Where?
Oh, and Cassandra did really well on the flight checks to enter the planet.
Yay! Not a
Hooray!
single failure.
You didn't get us killed like her last group.
Yep.
I'm
We
going
don't
to
bring up
grab
that.
I'm going to grab your wings and shove them up your ass.
That was Zeke talking. That was not Phineas.
Oh, well, I was joking too. That was P talking, not Cassandra.
If I had wings, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be probably being tested on by the government, or in a very secret government operation.
I'm not
Most
a big
likely.
fan of the government. I'm not a big fan of the government.
30.
Either that, or on the very extreme side, you'd be used to reproduce more winged humans.
Oh no, that'd be terrible. Actually, it would be terrible because I only love one person.
Bro's like, I mean, as long as I'm not dying of
Anyways,
aversion, that's okay.
let's
Anyway,
focus back to the session.
let's do it. Focus.
Yes.
Focus.
30, 30, 30.
30, 30, 30.
30, flirting and thriving.
Times 60 and sexy.
Okay, Jim Carrey. Hold on.
I'm getting kind of cold. I can't believe that.
Okay, so we have to find shelter.
Yeah, you mean the big black box thing that's over there? Let's make
I
sure
thought
we
that was-
catch up Guido first, and then we'll move over there.
I remember my history books talking about something that looked similar like this in the year 2001. Don't know. My
Never
library is very expensive.
You can tell.
Well,
I'm
the
trying so
thing
hard
is
to think
telling
of
us
what
to
you
go
mean.
that way, so let's go.
All right, yeah.
We will follow Alari
Okay.
then, assuming she is going to walk towards the mysterious obelisk in the dark distance.
I very much am.
And as you look at the obelisk,
Mhm.
it makes like an ominous tone for some reason, but only when you look
That's not
directly
ominous at
at
all.
it. So you guys go to the big black box building. Man, say that 5 times fast. Big black box building.
I
Anyways,
refuse.
I'm not
I
gonna say
refuse.
that because I'm gonna say something else, and then I'm gonna get this video demonetized.
Pete, you're a whore.
I am.
You've already made it. You've already dismonetized the video.
What did I say?
We will see when we run it out.
yeah, you will see when when it gets posted. Anyways,
I'm going to kill all of you.
if I don't cut out the part that you said. Anyways,
I don't even know which part. I said a lot of things.
you guys approach the big black box building, and you see that there is it seems pretty straightforward. It's not like it doesn't really have as many complicated rooms or anything. And these rooms don't look the same as the other temple you guys entered. And you go to the door, and you expect it to be locked, but it just seems like a normal door. Like almost modern, but
I sure hope this
it,
door doesn't
it's
keep me killed.
unlocked.
Yeah, just because it's unlocked doesn't mean it's not trapped. Let me take a look at that real quick.
Be my guest. I'd rather you dive in.
You can roll for
Be my guest.
investigation.
I'd
if you
rather
want
you
to.
dive in.
Sure, give me 1 minute. Let my character sheet load up.
No. Like
I'd
two
rather you
edge.
dive
I gotta
in
do
me.
this at disadvantage because of the fucking exhaustion.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bless it.
Wait, how did you get
Investigation
exhausted?
check, right?
The sands
check
got to
that we
him.
did. Yeah. The check that we did when we got off the ship.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be an 11 for my look-see at the door.
You approach the door. You place your hands on it, trying to feel for any sort of maybe there's an outside mechanism. Like you kind of push on it slightly to see if you feel any sort of strings, but it just seems normal.
Cool. You know what? Just
Are
in
you dead
case-
yet?
No, I'm alive. But just in case everyone stand to the sides real quick, I'm just gonna wait until everyone's not directly in front of the door, and just take my hand and kick it open ever so slightly. It'd just be like, well, if it fires something, it'll go out into the distance.
There's nothing.
And
It's
not
just a
towards
normal
any of
door,
us,
man.
but-
It's just a normal door.
Hey, paranoia is what's keeping us alive.
We just
Hey,
fought air elementals.
D&D
I'm gonna be
character
paranoid.
D&D is notorious for doors. We do not play with that.
We just fought creatures that are basically invisible to the naked eye. And when you're standing in the middle of nowhere, I'm not trusting anything on this planet anymore.
We were able to see them. Unless you need your eyes to
Whoa.
hear them.
Our eyes weren't exactly
You know-
naked. So
If it
of course
was
we would do
trapped
that.
and you had failed that DC, I could have just had Vito investigate it because, like, he's the artificer. But
True. All right, the door's not locked. Like this in a trap. Get inside.
You're the boss, though. Oh wait, I am. Just kidding. Okay.
Whatever.
Phineas is going to scoot his way past everybody, literally just like kind of barging in. Just he takes his mask off, it turns back into its little pen shaped form, and he just breathes normal air.
That's it. That mask is so damn stuffy.
Not that bad.
Don't worry.
I happen to wear it
You
for
should
most
be
of the
okay in
time.
a little bit. Vito says as he follows you.
Very true. Very true.
I'm sure
But
we're
try
all
having to
buying
wear
this
that
suit.
for. Try having to wear one of those for hours at a time, without stopping.
It's called
You'll
space
get used to
travel.
it. You'll get used to it, trust me. And if you don't, well, that's gonna be a problem. Not for us, but definitely for you.
Have you ever had to wear a welding mask? It's terrible. You get all sweaty in the face and such. And, like, you have to keep it on, or else your face gets burned. But
I don't
like,
have
and
to sweat.
it gets so foggy as well. It's terrible.
I had to
skin is
learn that
made
the
of-
hard way.
My skin
A
is
lot of
like
smoke.
is a metallic. My skin is a metallic titan. I don't have to worry about sweating, but I do have to worry about breathing too damn hard.
Mm.
Well, try breathing this sparks of cut metal. It is not nice.
That's
No,
easy
it's
for you to
not.
say. That's easy for you to say.
How so?
It's a good topping on ramen. I will just say that right now. Especially after a long day.
You are a crazy man.
I am a beetle man. Kabuto Toro. Highest of the high.
And
Anyways,
I am a bunny man, and I do not care.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't. Hop to it. You gotta keep moving.
Hop Tua?
No.
Can we add another D20 for that?
Yeah, I got
Add
another
two
D20 for
D20.
that.
God damn it!
Add
I'm
two
sorry.
D20s.
I think
But
it's 16 or 17.
he's at 16 or 17 now.
17.
Oh. Oh Lord.
For
I
the
might be in trouble,
podcast
folks.
listeners, each time Inigo makes a joke that we don't like, we add a D20 to a sock.
Yeah, but
And then
Yeah,
we
so
get
then-
to the
that-
when we
that-
fill the sock up.
And then once the sock gets filled up pretty nicely, we either hit him in the side of the face with it, or that is all the damage he takes when I choose.
It's gonna be like the very last session of this campaign, and we're just gonna empty all the D20s into him.
Jesus Christ. What if I make a backup character just for that moment, and then I like bargain with West? Anyway, session.
And luckily, this is going to be almighty damage, so there's no resistances or saves.
Okay.
And I'm surprised about how well I could talk in this voice. Anyways.
Yeah.
It's very easy. It's very easy, but you gotta be ready for it.
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Aww.
No.
Leviosa.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh, my fingers hurt. I broke them in half.
A casket.
See the blood.
A cadaver.
Yes,
I can
somebody
see the
got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Wheelie bin.
And an
A
arachne.
cemetery.
A graveyard.
A manor.
A manor.
A cemetery.
Mm. Anyways.
That is such a weird.
The cranium.
Phineas gets fed up with Phineas gets fed up with these non-beetle people and starts looking around to see if there's anything of note, like if there's anything that may resemble
So,
what we saw both with the staff that the doctor was wielding or the ruins that we were in within that meteor.
as you enter the place, it does seem it's pretty dark right now, but anybody with dark vision should easily be able to see around the place. And I'd say it's more accurate to it being dim light than it is darkness. But anyways, it shows a very long hallway, and it looks very surprisingly for something so old, technologically advanced. The stone is pristine and perfectly cut. And you could sense some energy flowing through it like wires, and the runes on it, like mentioned before, the runes on it look different from the other temple that you guys entered, but but Phineas, because you did hold that staff for a while and you probably looked at it a little bit, you could deduce that this could be made by the same people.
Could Moxie potentially analyze it to see how old it is?
Okay. Make a
Please say
just
perception.
because
Please say
I'm nice,
perception.
I'm going to do perception because I know you have a -1 in intelligence.
I will rain on your parade just a
Really?
little bit. Remember, Moxie also has a level of exhaustion, so you got to do the roll at disadvantage.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
you do. Wait,
Oh,
you
just
is
rain
the
on his
necklace I
parade,
have?
but you
Wait, no,
also
I don't
roll
have
on
like a
it.
necklace.
huh?
Okay.
10.
What? I forgot. I had a necklace, like some kind of necklace that that is beeping like a little heartbeat. Is it beeping faster when I'm
It's
in
not
this
a
building,
necklace,
or is
it's a
it just
disc, and it's a
like
disc,
right
and,
disc? I'm sorry.
and yes, it is beeping faster, but it doesn't seem to be reacting to the walls.
So it is beeping
And
faster.
the symbols on that disc is not the same as what's on these walls.
Robot, can we get a history check on this thing?
Guido
Yeah,
looks at
I
you.
rolled a 10.
Thing
History
is,
check
Guido
with
looks at you when you
disadvantage.
say robot.
Guido flies.
Smaller robot.
Pew.
Shorter robot.
Oh.
Robot that
You
is
hear a
like
sad
half a
robot
foot taller
noise.
than me.
Sad robot noise.
Sad robot noise. Pew. But with the 10, I'd say that it is a few millennia. A few eons, I mean.
Eons.
damn.
So, like, a few thousand years.
Eon.
Okay. Moxie is going to he's going to say silent for a second. He's going to look at Phineas and he's going to say, according to my sensors, it says it is at least a few thousand years old.
There's an energy that runs through these places. Not
This-
necessarily magical, but I do feel it within my shell.
For
It
the
also
age,
does sort of.
for the age that it is in excellent condition.
Yeah.
It is.
That probably means someone's been
Power running through
keeping the
this.
place.
Has to be,
There's
or the
power running
person
through
who
this place,
created
I can tell you
it.
that right now.
Damien, as you say that, I would like anybody who wants to make a perception check.
All right.
yeah.
Make perception check very cutely. Set 16.
I am rolling really bad today. Okay.
I'm paying attention more to the disc and how it feels.
It
So roll the
feels
15
this
either way.
I roll a 13. Damn.
down.
Okay. So anybody who got above a 14,
Damn.
you would see that You would hear some whirring of gears and such. Just off in the hallway, at a distance, and it just seems like a steady whirring that moves very slowly. Um, and it's a few feet from you guys, going down the corner of the hallway.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember that staff having something to do with these engravings.
Oh, really?
It
What's
seems all
specific?
connected.
How so?
It's just the designs. It's the designs and whatnot. There's power through this place. Do you all feel anything? You hear anything in particular?
Yeah, something's wiring up ahead. We gotta let's go slow and steady through here. This ain't I get the feeling this ain't a safe place. The last place wasn't safe, so
Well said,
big
Elf.
assumption, right?
Well said, Elf.
Do
Phineas
you
will
think
lead the way.
somebody's here?
Phineas, what? Hold on, my bad.
Oh, I was just saying to Damien before, it was like, do you think anybody's here?
Well, possibly. But let's just go with the safe assumption of something's here. It might be dangerous. Let's go slow. Let's not touch anything.
I mean,
Moxie's
yeah,
immediately
just
going to touch
any
something.
basic
course.
rules when entering a very
No.
suspicious
What is
building
left?
that could potentially kill you. Just be cautious.
So you guys
What does Moxie
continue.
do?
We
Yeah.
Yes,
continue slow and
with
steady.
caution.
Hold on, I'm trying to look at what Moxie did.
Um,
I
you
was
guys
trying to
could,
listen to what Moxie said because Phineas was the one to take the lead, and then I think Moxie would have taken the front.
okay. Um, well, you guys continue down the hall. Um, very cautious. You're going very slow, making sure to peek around the corner each time you turn to one. And um, Moxie, you said you're in front, or Phineas is in front.
I guess I'll be in front.
Um, Moxie, you peek
At
around
least
one corner, and at first you don't see anything, but you do hear something. Then you look downwards, and there's a very miniature robot. Um, it's made of stone, similar to the way Guido's made, and it seems to be moving along the floor and slightly up against the wall, as it makes like a patterned movement, and it's whirring a lot.
Can you describe it?
Very small and sort of disc shaped, but thicker than a disc.
It's a Roomba, ain't it?
There is a thing.
A room with legs. I do see that thing. Now, what that thing is and what it does, I'm not quite sure, but I don't think I want to find out quite yet.
Can I
Neither do
detect
I.
life coming off of it?
You
Is
you
it
detect
alive?
energy,
Or...
but you don't detect life.
It is, in fact, not alive.
Oh,
Hmm, that's
It
so that's
is.
is that
reassuring.
It is simply a robot.
It hits a wall and it turns slightly and then
Hmm.
continues on.
So my Roomba assumption was correct.
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was. I guess you could. I guess that means it does a pretty sucky job at taking this place. Uh, whatever. Fuck it. What else do you see around that corner? And and Phineas would kind of just like to peek around and look at the room that Moxie was looking into.
It's another hallway, basically. But this hallway seems to have a few slots in the walls.
Slots in
Oh,
the wall.
Phineas is going to turn to Damien and nod him over.
You might want to come look at this. I'm no expertise, but I don't think that these are necessarily very safe walls.
I'll walk over, kind of see the slots in the walls, and my brain immediately just goes, "Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna walk down there. I got an idea. I'm gonna take out a bag of ball bearings. I'm just gonna roll a bunch of them down the hall real quick and see if anything goes off."
You roll the ball bearings down the hall, and nothing really goes off. Like the ball bearings are very light, so nothing's really gonna go off. And then the Roomba, it sucks up some of the ball bearings and gets clogged a little bit, and then spits them out in the back, and then continues.
I fear this. I fear this creature is not intelligent.
Oh well,
Then that means
that
we can use it.
it's
Lizard,
stunned. That means it's easier to.
Lizard, you see that? Lizard, do you see the Lizard, do you see the spider disc? Do you see that weird thing with the legs? Can you throw it down the hallway for me, will you?
It seems to be in the middle of the
What?
hallway, just to clarify, like in the middle of the slots.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, never mind. I thought it was going to. I was going to have Alari toss it in and see if it triggered anything.
I mean, if you wait long enough, I think the robot would be up to you guys.
Hmm. It seems we might be at an impasse here. I say we wait for it. See if it
Yeah,
triggers
let's
anything.
wait, and then let's wait until it gets to us, and then send it back down the hall. I'll follow it down, since I'm probably going to be the easiest one to pay attention and not get stabbed by something through the wall.
Sure. I mean, if you're up to it, then go ahead.
Just going to wait for the thing, and then I'm going to follow it back.
Okay,
All right.
Good luck. Be careful.
you guys decide to wait for this
Somebody's gonna let
robot
this
to
far.
get to you before you head forward. It's moving very slowly as it approaches, and then it hits the wall and it turns slightly as it does a complete sweep of the floor as it continues on in front of the slots and everywhere it is. And it doesn't seem to be triggering anything either as it moves along the floor. And then, after about an hour, the robot finally finishes the hall, and then it turns away and goes the opposite direction. Now, it goes up to you guys.
Really making us work for it, Wes.
Well, I'm going to pick it up and turn it around and send it.
You guys
back down the
decided to
hallway
wait
this
for a Roomba to finish its task.
I know.
Can I make a suggestion to Damien? Phineas tapped Damien Phineas will tap Damien on the side of his arm as he picks it up.
Why not just throw it like a discus and make sure it doesn't right itself as it goes? Then we slide it across the floor.
Sure, why not? I'm just going to take the thing and I'm going to roll it and on its side.
Across the floor.
Yep.
Okay. I won't have you roll for that because it's decently light, and it's basically like rolling a coin, which you've done many times. You do so. It rolls along the hall, and when it hits a ball bearing and it bounces a little bit, and then it hits a certain stone, and a beam blasts from one of the slots, and it continues on down the hall, and then hits the other wall and falls on its head. You see at the bottom there are some wheels and some brushes that are just flopping around.
Neat.
Okay.
All right, everyone, stay back here real quick.
So
Hmm?
I can fly across that, but you guys can't.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Moxie's just gonna keep walking forward.
Moxie, no,
Mo-
no,
mo-
no, no,
no.
no, no, buddy, no.
Moxie,
Moxie, make a dexterity
Robot,
saving
no.
throw for me.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
What
God.
saving throw?
Oh
Dexterity.
my god. A dexterity. Oh no. No.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my God.
Moxie,
You fucking
you
fool.
continue down the hall, and then you hit a pressure plate, and there's a slot that is just your height, and then the pressure plate sinks in a little bit, and then you look over to the side. You hear the energy, you hear the energy build up a little bit, and it shoots you directly in the face. And let's see how much damage you take. You take. You take
Oh
10
no.
points. 10 points
Jeez,
of radiant
Jesus.
damage.
So essentially,
No.
what I'm just gonna say is that where the laser hit is just like because Moxie's like entirely oxidized. There's just like a single spot on his head that's
That's
just
completely
like regular
clean.
copper.
It's like completely
Yeah, that's
clean. It's
completely
pure
clean.
copper.
Yeah. All right, let me take 10 damage.
Moxie, are you okay?
Moxie?
I'm not sure. My internal
Keep
diagnostics.
walking.
What?
Try and keep walking, then you fucking fool. Ah,
No, no, no,
Keep
no,
walking?
no,
why did you do that?
no, 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 no,
I mean,
no, no, no.
I mean,
Moxie,
this
stay
can
right
be a
where you
pretty
are.
good lesson. Just don't always be cautious when you're walking, and if you don't, you're gonna take a beam to the face. I think we can all learn a very important lesson
But-
from that.
Moxie. As you step on the pressure plate, it sinks in a little bit. You see that the pressure plate, you examine it, and it seems to have a symbol on it, just like a diamond-esque symbol etched in the middle of it.
There is a symbol on the pressure plate. Would any of you happen to recognize it?
I mean, I've seen a lot of diamonds,
I don't.
but the symbol?
From the motion pictures I've seen, that might indicate what that does. And you stepped on it, did you not?
It appears I may have.
Could I take a look at it?
All right.
Yeah, just don't touch it, okay? You
Walkers,
don't have to
no. Is it?
Why don't we
You
let
cannot
the
touch
sneaky
any of
guy
them,
walk up
alright?
first?
Ah,
Anybody who wants to can make a investigation
Phineas is
check.
Phineas is going to open his wings and just fly over to where Moxie is at and do his investigation check on the plates.
Okay.
Like not touching the plates, he's just flying over and looking.
Okay.
I don't have to roll for anything other than investigation. Is that
Nope.
right, Wes?
That's right.
Okay.
Do I have to roll anything else for me walking up to it?
You might, but Phineas, you fly over to where Moxie is. You see the pressure plate, and you look. It's just like a normal diamond shape, and then you look ahead. Since you're high up, you kind of have a bird's eye view, and then you look down and you see that all the that there are similar stones that also have that diamond shape.
if you step on the diamonds, that means certain death. Watch
I
where
mean,
you
I
walk.
guess they really put the dye in diamonds, right? Huh.
I'm so conflicted right now as to what I
Denise is
think
going-
Moxie would do and what I actually think Moxie should do.
Don't you
Denise
love
is going
playing
to
those
just
type of
look down
characters
at-
where
Denise is going to look down. Denise is going to look down at Moxie and give him a look. Like, all right,
Moxie's gonna pick up one foot.
listen to me, robot.
Moxie's just
Robot?
gonna pick up a foot and move it
If you
over.
know what the robot, if you know what is good for you, you will step on the non-diamond plate. Do you understand me?
are you
No
actively trying
diamond.
not to step on the diamond plate?
How
I'd say
am I
Moxie
suppo-
has
how
a
am I
pretty good
supposed
idea of what
supposed to analyze the diamond if I cannot get close to it?
I mean,
You are
visualize. I mean,
Do not
We
not
can still
interact
see
with it. Any diamonds that you step on, you will get shot in your dome face. All right.
I understand.
Now we don't want that happening to you, buddy. Look, you've already taken enough damage. Step carefully. No diamonds. Does that compute?
yeah.
I understand.
Oh, no. Not to
And
mention.
I guess Moxie will take a step
Thank
on a non-diamond, whatever.
Hey,
Hey,
Moxie,
nothing
can you come
happens.
over real quick?
Does this mean we can go?
Don't step on the
Sure.
diamonds.
Listen, if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, and also, Moxie, can you come with me real quick? I want to do something.
I'm gonna make myself
He's
roll
already
for this.
halfway across.
I'm gonna make
He's
myself
already
roll
halfway
for
across the.
I-
He's already
I'm
halfway across
close.
the thing. I don't know if he's going to be able to come toward you.
No, I'm close to Moxie.
Okay, yeah,
Do
that's
I
good
have to
enough.
roll dexterity as well?
Okay, so if you
Yes.
want to continue through the hallway, then you would be making a acrobatics check at advantage since you know how to tell between the pressure plates. And if you fail that
Alright,
check, then you have to
21.
make a dexterity save.
Ooh,
I
there
gracefully
you go.
backflip across the area like the gracious captain I am. And let me do my dexterity saving. 18. As I step on the pressure plate.
acrobatics. Oh wait, are you purposely stepping on the plate?
Yes. So I can dodge it with my beautiful dex save. The 18, I think. You told me to roll acrobatics, and then I heard dex save, so I rolled both.
Okay, so it was an acrobatics check at advantage to see if you can get through the place without touching the pressure plate. And I say at advantage so that the people who have exhaustion can roll it straight. And then if you fail the check, then you have to make the dexterity save.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Does a 21 pass?
Yes.
Okay, ignore that 18.
Guys,
I would sure think so.
Question:
I
does
rolled a
a
natural
Well,
one.
At advantage?
No.
At advantage?
At advantage.
Oh, I didn't hear advantage. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna roll again.
Imagine you got a natural one. Oh my god.
I have had that
Laurie,
happen
more
before.
like
In the trial
died.
campaign, actually.
So what about the trial
Oh
campaign?
my goodness.
I had
I
had
got-
2 natural ones from advantage.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I've
Oh,
done
yeah, that
before,
was
too.
so funny. But I
I
got
don't know
a
about
13.
you, but
You got 13?
big old snake.
My dex is not that good.
Well, you're gonna have to use it. Make a
I
dexterity
got
save for me.
fuck. You just see Alari kind of put the disc in her mouth gently. No, it's like no, she's grabbing it with her tail. I don't care.
Or
Noises are not that
like she forgets
interesting.
that she has a tail and then her tail steps on the pressure plate.
Yes, you see her kind of do her lizard walk where she kind of gets out all on fours and just kind of tries to slither her way across the things, but she forgot to change her tail back to like a really small one, so it hits the tail.
What's your dexterity save?
It's a +3. Give me 1 second. Is this with advantage as well, or is it just like normal?
Nope, normal.
Oh fuck. I got a natural 20.
Holy
Nice.
shit!
Now,
23.
how I ruled it was that if you
Oh
succeeded,
boy.
you would take half damage, but since it's a natural 20, you pass completely.
You beautifully dodge out the way.
Oh
With
god.
grace and beautiful
Not me
reality.
already
Wait.
getting hit.
Wait a minute. You also have advantage on those checks because you're a barbarian. You have danger sense.
Oh, Spidey sense.
Oh my god.
Lizard sense.
Ilari,
Oh,
more like
no.
Peter Parker from Spider-Man.
Anyways, did everybody
I got a
make
natural
the
20, that's fine by me.
yeah? Did everybody make the acrobatics? I see
For me,
Damien
yeah, I
did.
got it.
You pass. Phineas, you don't have to make one. Moxie, you do.
14.
14 barely
Oh
passes.
no.
The 14
Oh,
was the
no.
DC. It's fairly easy. So you guys made it through the laser hallway, and at the end of the room, you see the Roomba upside down. Its wheels and brushes dangling in front of you. Oh wait, I have to make one for Vito. I forgot.
I would like to
While he's
help the
doing that,
Roomba.
Please.
yeah, I'll be kind and help.
Aw.
Just kind of flip it.
Like a turtle.
Vito got a 20 on the acrobatics, so he was able to pass. Guido has to make one too, believe it or not.
Damn, Vito. Yeah, that makes sense.
And Guido also passes.
Nice.
We lost our music. I
So
think we lost our music.
It's okay. The music is going to come back. I think.
oh no, we lost
I
our
hope it
music.
does.
How dare? I'm gonna turn it back on. But you flip the Roomba over, back over, and there's no response. It hits a wall and it turns around and goes back towards the hallway. It only just finished cleaning.
I hope that little guy's okay.
I'm sure.
It's not a little guy. It has no. It's not like Moxie or like or like what was its name?
Guido.
It doesn't have a soul.
Guido.
But we don't know that.
Guido.
What is a soul?
A soul is very subjective,
Something you-
actually.
Something
soul
that you
is
definitely have. You can.
A soul is a social construct that mortals made to differentiate each other's unique traits. But in actuality, it's just them coping because we're all the same. We're all the same human beings.
Captain.
We're just slightly
Captain.
different. And they
Captain.
added soul to cope.
Captain.
But yes,
Captain. Shut up.
I was just saying what souls are, at least in my opinion.
Look,
Yeah, the one with the -1 intelligence has tried to sound smart.
Yeah.
Your soul is your personality. It's what makes you you. Everyone has one.
Well, at least that's what people
You.
say.
Include. I am 10 seconds. 10 seconds from flying out here in the street. Anyways, shall we move on? We got through the laser hallway. We're here for our lizard friend. We need to keep moving.
Oh, yeah, I was
Because I
planning
don't
on
want
it.
one of you to stumble back in there. I don't want one of you to stumble back through there and turn into Swiss cheese.
Aw, you care about us.
Yes, shut up. Let's keep moving.
I
You gotta
mean,
go
I
over and
feel
hug
like
Phineas.
because I think we'd be more useful to him alive than dead.
Phineas is going to. Since Phineas is already flying up, he's going to fly up just out of reach.
Aw, party pooper.
Shall we continue for?
Yep.
Yeah,
You-
idea, Finn, you should lead since you don't have to touch the floor or the walls or anything like that.
Well, just because I don't have the ability to touch the floors or the walls does not mean that there is going to be a puzzle built exquisitely and explicitly just for people like me.
I mean,
So-
everybody say aye if you want Phineas to go first. Aye.
I
I'm not going to force you.
I
I'm just
agree.
saying
I'm
it would be
going.
best for someone who has the higher chance of avoiding. It's either you or me go first, Miss Finn.
Fucking
You-
fine.
Phineas will lead the party forward.
let's go,
Um,
Phineas.
You guys continue forth, and you don't see as you continue down the hallways. You look into a few rooms. These rooms, some of them have like some sort of energy core, while others have empty boxes of like empty crates. Really, um, it seems like for something that is so old, it just seems very advanced compared to its time. Now, it's not just because it's old. This is like thousands of years into our current future. So just because it's old, that doesn't mean that it is ancient. Because this is like a few. This could be the equivalent of a few thousand years in the future, is where this campaign is set. So basically, this would be stuff that may have been seen, that may have been
We're not
created in our
Walkmans,
era.
we're seeing iPads.
Huh?
So, in short, we're not seeing Walkmans, we're seeing iPads.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you're not seeing iPads because
Larry's an iPad.
they have turned to dust by now. Basically, the warranty expired 1,000 years ago. So,
Larry's an iPad. No, I think they expired the moment they, like 5 minutes after you get it.
What about,
Yeah, but-
what about a Nokia?
Apple
One of
Care
those
went
now,
out
those
of
things don't
business
die.
a few eons
We just
ago.
look over.
Oh,
Are
I
you
actually
plugging
sold
the
those.
thing in?
I
What's a
actually have
Nokia?
one of those in my ancient the Nokia Graphit. It is a very ancient treasure that I still have within my room. It is actually a very interesting piece of technology from eons ago.
It's
You
indestructible.
should keep that. I heard those things don't break. You could throw one from space and it'll survive.
Oh yeah,
I
I
tried
think I
blasting it
just got
one
by
day.
one. It really hurt. It gave me a black eye for like a few months.
I tried blasting it with as much power as I could the moment I got it when I was a boy, and it did not budge. Now, knowing my magical prowess, that is very, very strong.
Chainmail, more like Nokia mail. I mean,
Take
That was
12 d20 damage.
That was bad years ago.
Yeah, it
But
wouldn't
yeah,
be
Phineas
chainmail.
is
If we
going
were having
to.
like an armor made of Nokias, it would be the steel plate.
so you guys continue. After
Peacefully
like
loyal.
you stop by these rooms and you see the very old technology. Some of the cores, all of them seem to be like running very low on power. It may have been like a whole lot. It may have been a whole lot more abundant in the past, but now it has drifted off. And you guys continue, and following I'll always sort of lead, telling you guys which direction you should go, depending on the way that the disc piece is changing in fluctuate in the fluctuate in the frequency, basically, and you guys reach a very large doorway. It's bigger than most of the other doorways you've spotted, and it has its own room to allow. It seems that it's meant to be holding something really big.
Uh-huh.
Does the door have a keyhole?
Yes.
Most doors
Can I
do.
try looking through it?
Okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage to see what's in the next room.
Oh
sorry,
no,
So-
not disadvantage.
It'd be triple disadvantage for you.
Oh my god. Or I guess you could say, oh my patron. Or oath. Oh my oath.
I got one more roll. Hold on.
You got a net 20. Oh no. My face.
I got it. I got an 8. I rolled so well.
With an 8,
Damn.
you look through the keyhole, and you wait, and it seems to be slightly blocked by something. And now, it's not. It doesn't. This something is not moving.
Can I look through the keyhole?
Well, it's blocked. It's currently blocked by something, so you won't have much. You won't really have much of a viewpoint.
Give me a chance, real quick. I use my thieves' tools to try and unblock the hole.
Well, you stick like the pin of your thieves' tools to see if you can unblock the hole, but it just seems to be something on the opposite side that's blocking it, not inside.
Oh, wait. That begs the question. Can I use Divine Sense? I can detect good and evil to see if anything's waiting behind the door.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's actually really
You don't really sense
Yeah,
anything.
the
so
first time
anything
you've had to
can
do that, huh?
You don't really.
Huh?
Mm, do you?
I don't like that.
You do sense something, but
Depends
you
on your
can't
debating
really
on it.
determine whether it is good or evil.
Do I do an Arcana or do I do any check so I can get a more in deeper like analysis?
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can I persuade it to detect better?
God, please, can you let me detect
See, I
things
don't think it's
better?
gonna work now.
God
Are
damn
you there,
it.
God? It's
Please.
me, Cassandra.
Oh my
If I
god.
were a rich man.
While everybody's
Hey,
doing that,
hey guys, heads up. I checked what's beyond the door and I didn't really detect anything evil or good, but something is definitely in there. So just a heads up.
Do you think it's one of me?
Phineas.
I mean, when I detect
Mm,
good and evil, what did Ilari give me? Like, what did everyone in the party give me?
Uh, I mean, you see everybody in the party as like it's really meant for undeads, really. It's meant for like undeads, celestials,
Child.
demons, just stuff that has to do with
Demons.
religion mostly. But I let you the
Sure.
sense that there is
Cassandra
some
kind
sort
of
of
looked at
energy
Ilari and
beyond
said,
the door.
Okay. Then Cassandra says, well, I don't think you're dead, a celestial fiend, or or like a skeleton or something. So I can't really get much on you. Just, I know that you're
That
there.
Oh.
actually poses a question. Wes,
Yeah.
that's because of the background things. Would it have a different effect on if she detected me or no?
No, because it the I mean I would say no since it is not really apparent. If you know what I mean, like it's there, but it's like very trace amounts.
Cool. Good to know.
And plus, she's known you for
Good.
years now,
You don't
so
you want to keep
so it
your
wouldn't really be a
secret, don't
shock,
you?
huh?
hmm. Hmm. Phineas would like to investigate if there is anything of importance to. Well, obviously it has the same design, but are there inscriptions on it that I can determine on how to open the door? Because I think he definitely has an idea of how you could unlock the door. Because Alari may or may not be holding the key, but he would like to at least check and see what is on the door.
The door
Either
seems to
via
be very
his like,
plain.
if it's too dark, he would probably look.
Fuck.
The door just seems to be like
can
a
English, don't
plain,
worry.
big hangar door, basically.
Like the one from Jurassic
Like
Park.
hanger on a. Hang,
Hmm?
No, that's a different thing. I was thinking of something
Like-
from Jurassic Park. Sorry.
like the way the T-Rex pen opened up in Jurassic World.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I was thinking the same
Okay.
thing. I thought that was. I thought that was something.
That would be a shutter door. That would be a shutter door. If that were the case. Um, Phineas is going to land next to Alari and look at the disc and look at the keyhole and see if there's definitely got to be a correlation. He has a feeling in his exoskeletal spine, that so to speak.
I feel it in my left toe.
You,
I
you,
feel
you
it
take
in
a look
my-
at the piece of disc, and you look at the keyhole, which obviously would fit a key.
Oh. All right, that's it. This door has stumped me completely. There are no inscriptions on any or any sort of clues which to open it, which logically makes sense. But
There is one thing you
I
haven't
also
tried.
But
wanted to
when
think
does
that that
anything
disc would
really
be able
define?
to.
Guys, there's one thing you haven't tried yet.
What would that be?
Opening it.
Yeah.
Wait, can I open it? I want to open it. I kicked down the door.
Doors. The
Alari
bait of
should be the one
Xander
opening it.
steps forward and try and kick the door. Damien immediately throws himself against one of the walls. No.
No.
You
I
you
think
kick
Alari
down the
should be the
door.
one to open the door.
Oh. Oh,
Are you
shit.
kicking down the door, or is Laurie gonna open the door? Which one?
I'm gonna wait to see what Ilari does, and if Ilari doesn't do anything, I'm gonna ask for Damien's consent before I kick down the door.
Basically, what Phineas would do is he would just like land and say, after thinking about it, after his little musing of like how it stumped him,
If anybody could be opening this door, it should probably be the one that we came here for. And it pains me to say this, Alari, try just opening.
And it pains you what?
Okay. And I will walk up to the door and like slowly open it.
And I'll throw myself against the wall opposite to the side of the door that's open.
Okay. You slowly open the door, and as you push the door open, you turn the knob and you push the door open. On the opposite end, something that was leaning on the door falls flat forward, and you look around
"Ooh,
and you see there are skeletons everywhere, corpses. Seems to be eons old. Wait, no.
That's what I was
Not
thinking.
eons old, more like a few years old. And you look around, there are like 6 different corpses. All of them have long decayed by now.
Ew.
And wearing they seem to be wearing. Make a history check.
who was making a history check, Alari?"
Anybody who wants to.
No,
Anybody
my
who's
history
looking
check
in.
is so shit.
Oh. All right.
Bet.
I got a
History
17.
check, right?
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
17.
Okay. You guys
My natural
look back at your history, and what you know of different cultures, and this seems to be astral elven clothing that you see
Oh.
on these
Ooh.
corpses. And you look upwards, and there's a big hole in the ceiling. The wind is blowing through. There's sand at a few places, but because of the way that this is shaped, the wind doesn't seem to be too apparent. But there's a big pile of sand in the middle of where the broken roof is. And you guys file inside. There doesn't seem to be any sort of traps. You guys file inside, looking at the carnage, and in the very middle, you see an object, and Alari, you instantly recognize this object. It looks like it's another piece of the disc that you have.
We found the Order of the Stone.
And
I will. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't finish.
go ahead.
Okay, so I will, as carefully as possible, as Damien would say, carefully as possible, just walk over and look at the piece and reach for it.
And what?
Ooh.
Leap forward.
I will reach for it.
Reach for it. What you do is you kneel forward, you touch your chin, thinking a little bit. You take out a bag from your pouch, and then you empty out a little bit of the sand, and with one free hand you touch the piece, and then you quickly make a switch. Then you leave. There's no trap.
You'll see, like, fuck you. I was gonna say for the first time, Phineas looks like he'd be doing the equivalent of sweating in his race.
Ew! That's disgusting.
No, Inigo, you need to look back at what he said
you
earlier.
you just see like fire. It's sort of like flames are trickling from his hair.
But Vito and Guido follow in after you guys. Vito looks around, kind of gives a whistle, like, wow, something seems to have happened here a little while ago, don't you think? And upon Guido stepping in,
Probably.
he looks at the corpses.
I'm just gonna, just because I'm paranoid, Damien's gonna walk over and start taking these skulls off of the bodies.
Taking the
Wait, what? Hold on. What just happened?
You're taking
I'm
souls
taking these
from out of
skulls
the...
off of the bodies just because I'm paranoid. I'm like, there are no undead here. I will not be dealing with undead today. I'm taking these skulls. I'm gonna put them somewhere else. So if they come back, they cannot use their heads.
Cassandra kind of looks at Windsor, raises an eyebrow, and says, "Are you sure you're not going to keep them for your personal rock band collection?" We know we all know you love My Chemical Romance.
Moxie?
Actually, thinking of it, I could use it for the power pots back of the ship.
Moxie?
I mean, sure, if you want to crush their skulls, whatever, lets you release that excess energy.
I need Moxie. Moxie, can you please come to the front, please?
Yes, I'm talking.
Okay, I need you to make a perception check for me, my good sir.
Why do you sound like a Fallout 4 radio?
Because it is purposeful.
The worst Fallout.
23.
Moxie, with a 23, you sense something. You look back, and you see Guido. He's looking around at the corpses, and he despite something not being able to talk or show emotion as much, it seems sort of shocked or reminiscent a little bit. And
what seems shocked or reminiscent?
Guido.
Oh.
And as you look around, as he looks around, he starts to stiffen, like some sort of alarms are going off inside of him. You don't hear them, but being a robot, you sense the you know how other robots function. And um and then it goes to the very middle and looks up at the ceiling. At the big
Other
hole.
robot, what seems to be the issue? Are you damaged?
It looks back and looks at all
Probably
of
not.
you.
Oh, oh.
And then
It's
something
okay.
shifts
Just use
about him.
your words.
Oh, oh.
His form, it doesn't exactly change, but it's like something folds out of it. He starts to get taller. He was like maybe 4 or 5 feet 4, but he starts to get taller, and his arms elongate a little bit as the joints kind of extend. And Vito, looking at this, looks shocked, like he's never seen Guido do this before.
I
And
could foresee this becoming a future problem.
Do you?
and at the end of both of his arms, energized weapons form. It doesn't seem to be on
Oh,
the.
no.
He doesn't seem to be making any moves right now.
Oh boy, howdy, this feels fucked up.
Hey, Finn, you don't by a happenstance know how to use hold person, do you?
Come again?
What did you say?
Hey, Finn, just by chance, you don't know how to use hold person, do you?
Unfortunately, I don't think I'd be able to hold that thing, even if it were a person.
Oh, shucks. All right.
It's not
And
doing anything at the moment. And if I were to presume anything, it could be some sort of. This is just off the top of my head. It might be like a guardian functionality, if I've ever seen one.
and you guys look around and you see that in the corner of at each corner of the room, except for one, there's a small robot similar to what Guido looks like.
Oh, there's more of them. There's more Gritos.
Oh no! Oh no!
Please remind me why we thought it was a good idea to bring him.
We were trying to be helpful.
Yeah, I mean, being helpful is always a noble trait.
This is where they
Vito.
found him.
And we
This
leave
is where
him on
they
the
found
ship.
the
I will
robot.
let that be known.
Anybody who wants to look at Vito, he looks shocked and almost scared, or confused, or every wave of emotion is flying through his face as he slowly steps forward, looking at his partner. I don't understand what is happening, but based on the clues, it looks grim. But he's the friend, right? He should still
I would bet on that.
um and
Yeah, Rabbit. If you know it's good for you,
Yeah.
and it is as you say that Guido starts to make a move as he steps forward quickly, and he swings, um and Vito, he half expected this, so he dodges the first swing, but using the side of but Guido using the side of his arm hits Vito to the side and Vito clashes against the wall. And I
Are the other
Moxie's
robots
arm.
activated?
huh?
Are the other robots activated, or are there other
No.
ones in the room that are going to come and jump us?
No. The other robots are not
Okay.
activated.
We might be in a bit of a predicament.
But
Moxie's hand is going to
Bad.
retract and turn into a cannon.
yes, I would like everybody to roll for
Phineas is
initiative.
going to.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Phineas is
no.
holding his spear. Phineas is
We
holding
just
his staff. And his
combat encounter. Now we're fighting again. Oh god. No rest for the wicked, I guess.
13.
6.
13.
18.
11.
Okay, let's see.
Fucking finish the score. +3, okay.
I'd be surprised if this guy does not go
I don't
last.
get.
Okay, let me.
I mean, Damien's initiative is 6, so
Oh
Just a
boy.
moment. Okay. He's gonna roll for initiative. Guido is rolling for initiative. He gets a 4.
Damn.
Yeah, his
the
initiative is
music's
minus
kind of
1.
far though. Oh my goodness. I need you to send that music to my
Okay.
DM.
So 20 to 15 for initiative. Who has 20 to 15? Hello? Anybody that rolled a 15
Yes,
or,
perfect.
I think that would
15
be
through 20 for initiative?
Indra.
I got an 18.
Okay. So Cass goes first. Okay. 15 to 10.
I got a 10.
Phineas
I
got
got
a
an
13.
11.
Okay. Phineas got a what?
I got an 11.
Okay. So
Phineas had a 13.
okay, Phineas has a 13. Moxie gets an 11. And then Alari got a 10. And 5 and 10 to 5.
I got a 6.
Okay, Damien. And then it's Guido. Okay. Let me
Vito's out of
just...
the fight completely then, right?
Huh?
Vito is completely out of the fight.
Yes. He seems to be unconscious against the wall.
Shit. All right. Let's do it, fellas.
Let's do this, sailors. All my sailors. Burn, 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 burn. All my sailors. Burn, burn, burn.
I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm watching TV. Anyway.
Oh,
Damn.
So first person up is Cass.
all right. So, what seems to be the scene? Someone knocked out Vito.
Guido knocked out
Yes.
Vito.
Guido, yes.
Velveeta.
What do they look like? Well, yeah. What's their appearance?
He
Sir?
seems like Guido, but it seems that some parts of him have elongated, like it has been extended. His arms are longer. Like his torso is split into 2 parts, and it's been grown. He used to be 4 or 5 feet, but now he's more like 7 or 8. And he has
Jesus Christ!
and he has
Okay, this guy
energized
definitely plays
weapons on both
basketball.
of his
God damn.
arms.
Oh, okay. Now this guy's just going overkill. Okay. I have an idea. How far am I away?
I'd say you're about 10 feet.
Okay.
All of you are kind of like in a semicircle, 10 feet from him.
Okay. I'm going to back up just 20 more feet, and then I'm going to aim at one of his arms. Probably right. Maybe the robot's right-handed. No idea. But I'm still going to shoot it.
Okay.
And hopefully, if I damage their limbs long enough, they won't have energized wings anymore. So, does a 28 hit him?
Yes.
Awesome! Alright, 7 damage on one arm. Then I'm gonna shoot the other.
Can you
I
can
don't
you
think the
make 2
13
shots? Oh yeah, you're level 5.
I have 2 attacks per action. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So how much damage?
Uh, 7 for the right arm, and I rolled a 13 to hit. I don't know if that hits or not.
That misses.
Okay, yeah. I got too ambitious aiming for both arms, and I accidentally overthrew my shot. Oh, whoopsies. But I still shot the other one. How much damage would you say it took? Like, would you say it wouldn't do as much damage as I liked to, or
It
just
took as much damage as you
just full
expected.
7? Okay, so this guy isn't resistant to little gun pew-pews. Perfect. For bonus action, I don't think I can do much of anything. I guess I can use my divine power, but I'm not going to use that just yet. I'll quit my turn as of right now.
Okay. Now it is up to Phineas.
Phineas, how far away is he from? How far away would he be?
The same, about 10 feet. Oh, I better describe what happened with the crossbow hit. Well, you shoot your crossbow twice. You hit Guido's right arm, and it knocks back a little bit, but not too much. And the other arrow hits his other arm, but it bounces directly off his armor. Okay, continue, Phineas.
Phineas is going to open his wings up again and fly a good 30 feet up into the air, if he
This is
can.
about this is about a 15-foot tall
And
room.
okay, so he's gonna fly up to as high as he can be, and he aims his staff towards Guido, channeling it that fireball within his horn and his crest. It travels down his arm and balls up at the tip of his beetle-headed staff. He's gonna roll to hit or
Wait, Vito or Guido?
firebolt, which would does a 13 hit. Guido,
Vito or Guido?
Guido does a 13 hit.
Phineas.
Guido,
Okay, you said Vito at first.
G.
With
No,
a
I said
G,
Guido.
not a V.
I was saying Guido.
Yes, Guido.
Yes.
Okay. So what was the attack?
Yeah.
What
It
was
was
the
a
roll?
13 for firebolt.
It misses.
13.
Misses.
Fuck. At this point, it would I would like for it to just like kind of whoosh past its head, and he's gonna take that as a warning. He's gonna say that as a warning. If you hurt any of these people, I will not hesitate to personally dismantle you myself,
It makes no
This turn is like,
response.
even
oh,
if you are
good boy. Oh,
even if you are their friend. I don't care if you, even if you are their ally, I will not hesitate to burn you to smithereens. He's then gonna look at Moxie and kind of raise his eyebrow at him. Your move, robot, and he's going to pass his turn.
Okay, it's Moxie's turn.
Where is Moxie in relation to?
You guys were all in like a semicircle, like a sort of a semicircle, 10 feet from him, side by side.
Okay. Does Moxie notice any other signs of danger besides Guido?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm going to do is Moxie's gonna back up a little bit. And Moxie's gonna back up like 10 more feet. And he's going to shoot a little blaster beam at him. He's not gonna hit because it's a 15, I don't think.
Yeah, 15 does not hit.
Damn.
Then, I guess I'll cast Spiritual Weapon again. And I'm trying to think, what ridiculous thing could I do?
You could do like a
Moxie's
stick.
going to have Moxie's going to have a little laser whip come out of his hand, and he's going to wacha at Guido. Maybe try. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just go shoot. I guess I'll just go kill myself. I just got a nat 1.
Good job.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
You flash
Buddy.
out this whip from your arm, but it goes a little long and it wraps around yourself, and then you quickly unwrap it around yourself, just to make sure you're not restrained or anything. And
I guess
we could do the thing.
I guess that'll be my turn.
We could do the thing on my next turn. All you have to say is the thing.
Oh yeah.
Moxie. If you want to do it.
secrets
Yeah.
from the DM. Okay.
Yeah.
You already
Aloy.
know. You already told me.
Oh boy. I don't know how to do at this. I may be a barbarian. I ain't that strong. I will say that I do rage.
Yeah.
And now that I know this, thank you for telling me, because that would have been bad if I did something else. You make it one additional claw attack. Oh. I really need to read my stuff more.
Damn.
Okay, I choose Form of the Beast claws, and you guys see my Alari's claws darken to like a very blackish purple, but the same kind of purple as her no, not darkish purple, but burgundy, like a very dark burgundy, almost black. And you will see her claws come out as I take Form of the Beast claws. And I just realized if I make 2 top claw attacks, I can make 1 additional claw attack as not as even a bonus, but as just like I can just make 4 claw attacks. I should start doing that.
Holy cow.
Let me
Yeah.
double checky.
Damn.
That's double checky.
If I'm reading
Good
the
lord.
sentence correct, probably not, but once on each of my turns, when I make a claw attack using the attack action, I can make 1 additional claw attack as part of the same reaction. Does that like kind of mean I can make 2 claw attacks, and for each one I make 2 claw attack? or is that just something else?
No. So when you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks because you're level 5. And then with this, since with that same attack action, not with each attack, but each attack action, you get an additional. So basically, you get 3 claw attacks.
I'll take those. We take those. Also, that's my other age. Where does her reckless attack?
Reckless attack is not part of the actions. It's listed in the features and traits. When you make
give me 1 second.
when
I'm
you make your
sorry.
first when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide how to attack recklessly, giving you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn. But attack rolls against you
Okay.
have advantage. Basically, it's trading you get an advantage for your enemy getting an advantage against you.
Okay. I'm just making sure because the last thing I just got that just made me realize, oh yeah, I don't change out my thing. I have to rage I have to dissipate my rage and then rage again to do the attack thing. Okay, so
So you can make 3 attacks. If you're attacking recklessly, they're all at advantage.
I'm not gonna do that yet, so I'm just starting. If it gets fucked up, I will. But I will attack twice, and then for that I will attack another one to make 3. So I shall do that. Form of claws, 1d6. Actually hit. Can I actually hit the thing? Oh my god, my first roll was a natural 1.
Good job.
That's 6 dice.
Yeah, I don't think that hits.
No. 21.
That will hit.
And I'm gonna use another dice. 19.
That hits. Barely.
Okay. Oh my god. Alright, so 2d6 plus 2d. I would say.
It would be 2d6.
Would it be fair for me to roll a 2d?
2d6.
I know.
Plus
Would it be
4
fair for me
plus
to
2.
do? Okay. Would it be fair if I did 2d12? Does I add them all together, or do I just use 2d6?
What?
I'm saying like add it all together since I'm doing 2 attacks and I have to roll 2 times. Should I just like kind of double everything just to make sure? So like instead of a 1d6, I do a 2d12.
Don't you mean instead of 2d6 you do 1d12?
Actually, yes. You know what? I'm confusing myself. I'm just gonna roll 2d8.
And by the way, actually,
2d6.
that would actually nerf it a little bit because it reduces your minimum damage.
Okay.
Because the minimum you can get with 2d6 is 2, while minimum you can get with the 1d12 is a 1. So do 2d6 plus 6. That's your damage.
Okay, so yes. Okay, so as I swipe, I'm gonna swipe at its feet so I can at least like ground it, or at least take out the feet so we can kneel or anything, so it can be like easier access. And I will slash at its feet, and I will put in 7 damage for that. And that
7 from the dice rolls?
7
from the
because I
dice
got
roll?
5 on both dice. Yes.
Okay, you got 5 on both
Oh
dice.
wait. I got 5. No, I got 3 plus 2. I forgot to add another
Okay.
2, so that's 11. Nope, that's not 11.
Okay, 3 plus
Yes,
2
wait.
plus 6.
9.
So it is 11.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
my
do
math is not
11
mathing for some
damage.
reason. Yes, 11.
You run up to Guido, and you claw one side of his feet, making him slightly kneel to give you a chance to claw up his chest, um, and you do a decent amount of damage to him. Now, if you wanted to like
Ooh,
knock him
I'll
over,
take
that'd
it.
be a shove action.
I don't know if I can do that.
You can do a shove action instead of your attacks, basically.
I'll just end my turn, and the next turn I'll see if I can do that.
Actually, I'm gonna double check if he's able to be. Yeah, he is. Okay, so your turn is over. So now it is Damien.
Cool. Talking free action, right?
Hmm?
I'll run up. I should be able to make it behind him with 30 feet, right? So that way I can get
Yes.
myself and Alari flanking. Cool. I'll do that. As I do, I'll run. Moxie, check on Vito. Make sure he ain't dead. And then I'll do my 2 attacks.
Um, and as you run up behind him, his torso actually spins. It seems to be a 360 torso, so he can't be flanked.
Oh
What
shit!
are the
Okay.
guardian like? One of the
Doesn't matter.
guardians from the Legend of
Well,
Zelda?
then
What kind of
that
tears of
second roll
kingdom
wouldn't
bullshit?
matter. So it would be 26 to hit.
26 would hit.
Yeah. But just because of the way it's worded, I do have another ally within 5 feet of the target. Meaning
Yes, you
sneak
still
attack
have
would
the sneak
still work,
attack.
right?
Yes, you do have
Cool.
sneak attack still.
Let me roll my die real quick. 8 plus 17, so 25.
Wow. Now,
Wow.
good
that's-
double check. You're level 5. Do rogues get 2 attacks at level 5?
Rogues never get 2 attacks. They have a thing where if you make an attack with a finesse weapon, you can make a bonus action. So technically, I have a second attack, but rogues, like rules wise, it's
Yeah.
not like
It could be like a rogue
2, it's
subclass
just a
that has
bonus.
that.
Yeah.
Like how the Bard of Valor,
Bones.
bards don't usually get second attack, but the Bard of Valor does.
Exactly. So rogues typically don't get second attack. It's like in the way of like the fighter does, but they do have a thing that lets them make a second attack as a bonus action.
Yeah. All classes have that.
Speaking of which, speaking of which,
Yes.
stabby for a 23.
Yes.
Hit with my second.
Oh yeah, that will hit. And technically, when it comes to the damage of the second bonus action attack, you don't add the modifier to it. You only do the dice.
Yeah. So 4.
So 4.
Yeah. So in total, I have done 29 points of damage.
Goodness. Okay. You do. You run up behind him, and his torso turns around in order to face you, and you slash. You slash at his weak points with your rapier, doing a good amount of damage, and then and then because of your ally close by, you're able to do very precise attacks with your rapier, and then you do a final slash with your dagger against his leg, and it seems to have done a very significant amount of damage to him.
Yeah, I take
But-
the rapier and I jam it into one of the joints in the neck. And take the dagger, which is a rhombus, and just quickly go for the joint into the knee.
Yes. And you do so, but now it is his turn, and because you attacked him last, he
Uh-oh.
seems to be after you.
Oh no. Oh no, you're getting tickled.
He is
Come
going
on,
to
you bucket
make.
up bolts.
He's
Hey,
going
that's
to
racist.
take.
What about Moxie? Moxie's right there.
He's going to take an attack against you. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, let me double check how much damage it does. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. He does 18 damage.
That doesn't sound good.
Jesus Christ.
Reaction, uncanny dodge, half it.
Okay.
Pretty uncanny if you ask me.
But he still has a
Uncanny
second
valley.
attack. I rolled
Yep.
almost maximum
Oh,
on those
no.
dice. And he's going to make a
Oh,
second attack.
no. Oh, boy.
And it's another 22.
Jesus.
Hits me again.
Okay, I didn't roll as badly on these dice. It does 10 damage.
Cool. I am bloody.
Oh. When aren't you bloody though?
Well, he just hit me for enough to do half my health. So
Jesus.
What the fuck, dude?
And
Watch out the fan. Just kidding. Jesus. Risky.
and because he hit you both times, he's going to make a grapple check. And because he was able to land both hits, it's at advantage.
Oh.
So, for his strength, he's
so
going
it's
to get
opposing athletics or acrobatics, right?
yes, opposing athletics or acrobatics, and for you, it's at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Yep.
Great.
Mm.
So he gets a 20.
I got a 19.
You are grappled by him. And at the start of your turn, you're gonna take additional damage.
Ah.
And that is
Guys, I think Damien's sacrifice is about to happen right now.
that is his turn. Oh wait, no. I forgot to take this other thing in effect. But some of the scratches that he had on his joints start to mend themselves slightly. Not significantly, but slightly mend themselves.
Oh.
So he heals 15 hit points. So about like a quarter, maybe a third of what you guys just did.
Oh.
And that is his turn. Now it is down to Cass.
Well, I really wish I could fucking heal Damien because I'm all out of lay on him. I mean, unless you want to get healed up by 2 points.
Not the time. Just hit the damn thing.
Okay, all right. He didn't move that close to me, right?
He's like, you moved away, so you're like 30 feet away, I believe. Maybe 40.
Okay, okay. Since I'm 30 feet, I'm going to shoot at him twice again. And could I use my bonus action to give him a little stab with my dagger?
Uh, so you're using a two-handed weapon. Um, so you cannot.
Uh, I don't think so. I changed it when we went back to the ship.
It's a blaster. It's a reflavored crossbow, and crossbows are two-handed, and they have the reload property. So
No, this is a
technically,
semi-automatic pistol.
did we agree on that? Mm. Um. Okay. So it is still It's still two-handed. I'm not going to be doing two blaster attacks and one dagger attack at the same turn. But you can use that bonus action for something else if you wanted to.
Let's see what I can use my bonus action for.
Are you going to make the attacks? Did you already make them?
I think I'm going to use my bonus action first because if I use let me see again. If I use divine power, I get a plus. Wait, no. That's giving me a spell slot. That's not like a sacred weapon. As an action, you can imbue a weapon with positive energy. That is an action, not a bonus action. I'm just gonna shoot him twice again. One in the right arm. Natural 20. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. 18 piercing damage. Left arm. See how much? 18.
That misses.
And 11 on the left arm.
I said that misses.
Huh?
The 18 misses.
Oh, the 18? Jesus Christ. Are you making us fight a boss? 18?
No shit, Sherlock. I'm just kidding.
Okay, but you still do 18 damage.
Yeah. 18 is better than nothing.
And he is looking pretty injured, actually.
Well, I think that's all I can do. Unless I can cast. Is anyone within 30 feet of me?
I believe
All of us
Phineas
are.
is.
Okay. I think Damien is the most fucked up. So, can I use bonus action to cast Sanctuary on him?
Okay. I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not going to stop you.
All right, sweet. So, no. I'm just saying if I could, or unless there's some hidden force stopping me too. But yeah, I'm going to Sanctuary on Damien. So if they want to kill him, attack him, or anything, first they have to make a wisdom saving throw of 16.
But it ends when Damien makes an attack or casts a spell.
Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, that's true. Thanks, Sanctuary. You're such a useful spell.
It is, but I
Who
never take
here
it.
is the support?
Hmm?
Guys, who's the support class? I guess, who's planning on attacking? Like all of you?
All of us are planning on it.
Shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'm bonus actionless now.
Actually,
Alright, so yeah, that's
do
about the
paladins
end of
get
my
access
turn.
to healing word?
I think only two.
Like next time you get a spell, I would recommend getting the healing word, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, that is Cass's turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Phineas, it goes to you.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot.
As
I haven't prepared any of my spells.
as
Oh
Cass
my god.
takes out her blaster and and hits Guido directly on the head, knocking him back slightly. He still has tight grasp on Damien though, but he took a good amount of damage. And then the second hit, a second will hit the middle of his chest, but it bounces off.
All right. Hmm. Let me check. Oh, he'd still be grappled. Never mind. Let me see. You know what? Phineas has had enough thing, and he is going to look at Damien, who is still is. How's your health looking, Damien?
I am bloody and at half health.
Oh, he's doing fine. Oh yeah, he's peachy.
Okay. If that is the case, Phineas is going to use his bonus action first. He's going to say to Damien because in prompt to what he's about to say. Damien, if you can, I need you to cover those big ass ears of yours. And he is going to heal you for 6 health points. um, and then he's going to turn to Guido. He holds his staff up, and it will start to float, sort of, as his guitar whips around. He starts playing a lick on it, and as he glares he glares at Guido.
Guido.
Um, it he says, "You meatballs, where?" As he uses vicious mockery on Guido, make a wisdom 16.
Did you
Uh,
guys hear a single word he said?
oh my god.
Okay.
He says, "Your spaghetti and meatballs were ass." And you need to make
Oh!
wisdom. Yeah,
He gets an 8,
yeah.
Well,
so
I
he
did
He
say
uses
this case
vicious
was like
mockery on him.
worms, so
actually I'm gonna double check something.
He fails. He fails.
Yeah,
And
he fails.
vicious mockery doesn't do anything. Yeah. Uh,
What
and
about
he will
Moxie not doing
take
anything?
8 damage.
Okay, 8 psychic damage, and his next attack was at disadvantage, correct?
Yes, you unleash a string of insults that damage a creature you see within range. If the target can hear you, obviously it can. It needs to succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
And since you're level 5, it's 2d4 instead. And you rolled maximum damage. Uh,
Yep.
nice.
I did not actually roll maximum damage. I don't think I rolled maximum damage at all, actually. I think I rolled ones, or actually twos. Did I? Fuck.
It says here you rolled
Hey.
2D, like two
Oh, I
fours.
did. Oh wow, damn! I didn't even notice that. I looked like in the little shitty animation that I always look at. They look like ones to me. But yeah, that is
ah,
going to be Phineas's turn. as
Yep.
he hurls an insult at Guido in a vain attempt to have him, hurt.
And
Every insult
this
has
up.
a hint of truth in them.
Guido seems like he is in a very stoic personality right now, but he seems like he was hurt slightly from this insult, and now it is Moxie's turn.
Okay, so
Time to one shot
Moxie-
them again, Moxie.
Say what?
Time to one shot them again, Moxie.
I can't hear you.
It's time to one shot him.
Time
Again.
to one shot them again, Moxie.
I don't know about that.
Yes, you do. You know all about that.
I think for right now, Moxie's gonna call over to Vito, and Moxie's gonna ask, "Are you okay?"
There's no answer.
Moxie, having tripped himself with his laser weapon, is going to stand up and walk over to him if he's close enough.
Yeah.
Moxie's going to closely examine him to see if he has any signs of life.
He seems to be breathing. You can make a medicine check if you want to.
I'm going to do that. That's going to be a 14.
Oh, and there's also a disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Fuck. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, it's a 14 still.
Okay, with the 14, you examine Vito, and he's still breathing. His chest is rising a little bit, and you kind of examine him a little bit, and he looks like he may have like a few broken ribs, maybe, and some head trauma.
Oh.
Do I think he's going to have any lasting damage from this?
No, it seems like he will heal eventually.
Okay then. Nobody else got like seriously injured, right?
Except for Damien.
Not yet.
How about Damien?
Other than
Who took a crit. No,
Besides
he didn't take a
Damien,
crit. He took almost maximum damage.
Yeah, what is Damien looking like?
Shit.
Or how is Damien looking?
He's not bloodied anymore. He's, say, maybe a 25 out of 38.
25 out of 38, okay. How close am I to Damien?
From where Vito is, I'd say you're about 20 feet from him. And you've already moved 10 feet to get to Guido.
You think? Alright, then I guess I'm gonna move my remaining walking speed over to Damien.
Who's currently grappled by the big robot
Cure
guy.
wounds. Do you think can I still touch him? I like touch his leg or his foot or something?
Yeah, I'll say so. I was gonna make him make an opportunity attack since you're literally.
Damien,
I was going to do like I was thinking, should I be mean and do an opportunity attack because he's touching somebody who's grappled?
I do not care. I do not care because I don't think Moxie's smart enough to realize that he could have had an opportunity attack in the first place.
Yeah, you could do the cure wounds.
So yes, I'm going to touch Damien's foot, and I'm going to say, Damien, you seem unwell. And you are going to heal for 11 minutes.
Wow.
Nice.
And with that,
back up all the way.
And with that, I'm going to once again use my spiritual weapon to try to like snap at Guido's arm. Is that what's wrapping around Damien's arm?
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm going. Wait, what did I roll? Oh, wait, I didn't even do that. Oh, I accidentally rolled damage. That's why. Do I have to? Is exhaustion count for attacks too?
No,
Okay, well then that's a
that's at
23
I
to
don't
hit.
think so.
that's at third. 22 will hit.
Alrighty, so then that will do 8 damage or 12 damage.
Wow, maximum damage. Good job.
Mm,
You take out
Nice.
your whip. You
The whip
go
is
up
once
to
again going to come out and just like smack.
you go up to Vito. You examine him, and you see that he. While Vito's not okay, he will live. So you decide to focus on your on taking down Guido, and you go over to Damien, who is being grasped by Guido currently, and you touch his foot, giving him soothing words to heal. And then you take out your extremely long whip, and you whip at Guido's arms. While the arms don't move, he some of the joints seem to tear slightly as you do so, and you did 12 damage, correct?
Buddy.
Mhm. I think that's radiant damage if that matters.
It does not.
All right.
Okay, and Guido's looking bloodied.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Make
Really?
the robot bleed.
As some of his joints seem to be moving sporadically. Um, and now it is Alari's turn.
All right, so I'm still on the robot.
Next to him, yes.
Okay, so I look around the robot and I will try to see if there are any vital points, and I shall attack those there, making 3 attacks. Hopefully, they actually hit. What the fuck? What is my hit DC again? I'm looking at it. Oh man, 16.
It misses. I'd say that you
And
guys have already
22.
found out his AC is 19, and 22 does hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay,
God, thanks.
third attack. It will be a. Ooh, God. It'll be a 24.
That will hit.
All right.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 8. Actually, last time you hit him, you were supposed to get another +2 because it adds +2 per attack. So, just gonna retcon that a little bit.
Oh, so 3 plus 2s?
So you get
Technically?
+2 from your weapon modifier and +2 from your rage per attack. So you get, since you landed 2 attacks, it's gonna be 2d6 plus 8.
So I got 14. I'm doing 14 attack, and I'm attacking as many looking vitals as I can from my limited time of tinkering stuff like that. So I'm most likely just kind of taking out wires as I fit. I'm kind
Yes.
of just stabbing to see if like I can find anything that'll make him stop. And I'm just talking like, Vito, I'm sorry to do this, but I have to make it. And that is my turn.
You do so. You go up to his larger arms and you start clawing. And at first you're not doing too much damage, but as you dig in, you open a hole that exposes some wire as you scratch into it, and you do a decent amount of damage. And now it is Damien's turn, and you are going to take.
Find another Grim Reaper who can.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Me?
Kill.
No, Damien.
Oh.
No, Damien.
I rolled really low on that dice.
By the way, Wes,
Lord.
just because of the rules, I'm just going to attack him because I don't get disadvantage on attacks against
Yep.
the thing grappling me, just other creatures.
It's just so that you don't get away, is basically why I grappled you.
So I can't get away, but I can still stab him in the face.
Yep, you could do the stabby.
Maybe even better now.
Wait. And, oh, you technically weren't supposed to do sneak attack last time because you did not have advantage on the attack roll.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, no. There was an ally
an
within
ally
5
within
feet. Never
5
mind.
feet. Yep, and I still have an ally within 5 feet,
Yep.
which is Ilari and Moxie. So I'm going
Yep.
to do my sneak attack again.
Okay.
So that is 6 plus. So 15 damage.
Yep, 15. And you can attack with your dagger as well if you want to.
Yep. So I do. And that's
That will
another
hit.
23. And 2, so 17 damage total.
Okay, you do 17 damage. Despite being grappled by this guy, you still take out your rapier and stab into his side. And after that, you also stab him with your dagger, and you do a you do a good amount of damage as you do so. And he's not looking too well. And that's your action
I'll
and
just
bonus
kind of-
action, and you cannot move. So now it is his turn. And Alari,
Before I
that
end my
place.
turn, can I do one thing?
What?
I want to lean into its face and go, come on, you bucket of bolts. Biggest targets right in your arms.
Okay. And and you look into his face, and he seems stoic. Like just staring at you, with his one eye. And now it is his turn. And and Alari, you see the place that you just opened up starts, the wires there start to close slightly as the wound heals itself. And he does.
No,
And
that's a first.
And as this happens, it starts and it glows slightly with a greenish blue light, as it does so, and it's going to attack Damien. And does it have attack? Does it have advantage on the attack rolls? I don't think so.
No. That if I was restrained, it would. But,
I got a nat 20.
God.
cool.
Yeah. Let's see what the second attack is. Okay, the second attack is not gonna hit. It's an 11. But
All right.
you're gonna take a lot of dice.
Yep, but the thing is, I can still use Uncanny Dodge even in grapple. It's just an attack I can see.
You
Yeah.
take 26 damage.
Have it. Uncanny Dodge.
Does Uncanny Dodge require you to be able to move?
It just says if I can see an attack, I can use your reaction to have the damage against you.
Okay, just gonna take a look. See.
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack and the damage against you.
Yep,
That is
yep.
literally as it is.
I see. Still, that's 11 damage.
13.
No, not 11. 13. Yes, correct. And
I'm not bloodied yet. And hey, it doesn't get its third thing against me again. So it can't restrain me.
So you're already restrained by him. You're already grappled by him. So, that is his turn. Um, Now it is down to Cass.
How's his arms looking? Has his arms been looking kind of weak, or do I still need to shoot him more?
Does who?
How does Brito's arms look?
Guido's looking like he's decently damaged.
All right, perfect. I'm going to shoot. I think his right arm is more damaged, so I think I'm just gonna prioritize on that one now.
Okay.
And hopefully I shoot it off. I think 27 hits.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, sweet. 10 damage on the right arm and 27 again. Whew, okay. And 8 damage on the same arm.
Okay, so you 18 damage. If only
Is
I
that
had
18?
battle music that could fit.
I mean, this works fine.
We had something earlier.
Did you say 18 damage?
Yes.
Hold on.
Wow.
Yeah, 18 damage.
From 2 attacks. Um. Okay. And are you going to do anything else, Cass?
What can I do? Look at my spells that I added because I'm an idiot and I forgot to prepare my spells. No, I can't use any.
Okay.
I used all my second level spell slots.
So you
Like,
attack him twice with your blaster, attack at the same arm, and as the wound that Aleri caused started to close up, you reopen it, trying to make sure that his vitals don't become covered, and then it is now not it's now Phineas's turn.
all right, make sure at least one of his arms come
Okay.
off. Because one an energetic weapon is better than two.
Okay. Phineas looks at Damien within the arms of Guido. And due to Guido being preoccupied with everything else, Phineas looks to his hands and thinks back to the first fight he had with everybody. And as he does, they burn a glowing golden flame. He's going to he's going to land 15 feet behind Guido. So that's assumedly using up his movement speed. And just like he did before to the doctor, use burning hands. I need you to make a dexterity 16 saving throw. If you
That
can.
would include Guido, Damien, Moxie, and Alari.
That's just Guido. No. He is 15 feet behind Guido, or
Okay, so
at
then
least
that would
to a
still
point
be
where he's
Guido and
only going to be
Damien,
hitting.
since he has grappled Damien.
Before he does this, then
And I believe
he's going
since
to he's going to
huh?
pause. Okay, my bad. I was going to say before as he's landing, he is going to say, "Brace yourself, Damien," and he is going to. How are you looking, Damien, on health?
I'm not bloodied yet.
then you're not going to be bloodied at all.
Oh,
He's first going to use.
if you want numbers,
He's going to first
there's,
use.
say, a 21 out of 38.
Well, regardless, Phineas is going to use Healing Word on you at the second level. You're going to heal 9 points of damage. And as he lands, he is going to make the decision to use Burning Hands once more. So knowing that you have to brace, knowing that you've been healed beforehand, he is going to, yes, use Burning Hands on Guido.
Okay. Guido is going to make the dexterity save, and you have to make one too, Damien.
I have.
And
Oh yeah, that's right.
Guido gets a 12.
Does not pass.
Okay.
I pass with a 24.
Okay.
Perfect.
So Damien takes half
So-
damage, and Guido takes full damage.
You'll hear, yeah, you hear this, Damien, and then all of a sudden you will feel the searing heat as Phineas, at a third level, will cast Burning Hands on both you and Guido, doing 21 damage.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Wes, were we rounding up or rounding down? I forget.
It's rounded
uh,
down. When halved, it's rounded
I
down.
want to say down, yes. So you take,
Got it.
so you'll go ahead and take 10 damage. So you're basically back to where you were, where I was when I healed you. So yeah, Phineas Land produces this golden glowing blaze of flame, much stronger than before. You'll hear this hissing sound as he does this, and yeah, that'll be Phineas's whole turn.
You run 15 feet. You fly 15 feet behind Guido, and you you give reassuring words to Damien, and warn him about what's coming, and then you blast fire from your hands, and it does a significant amount of damage to Guido. And Damien was able to slightly turn himself so that Guido would block some of the damage from him. And that is Phineas's 10. Now it is Moxie.
I didn't want to do it like that. Believe me, I didn't. But it was either that or risk missing another fucking time, and I'm sick of missing.
Fair enough.
Hey, listen, I'm in the position I am, and by choice. I'm not trying to break free. If you got to hit me, you got to hit me. It's fair.
Fair enough.
Moxie?
What you gonna do, Mox?
Yes. I'm honestly not sure what I should do. Although, like, how far away is Alari?
Laurie's like right next to you.
Maybe like
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
cast Cure
yeah.
Wounds on Alari.
She's full health.
what are you gonna cast?
Oh wait, no. Oh, that was P, not Alari. Never mind.
hi.
Sorry, their mics sounded similar.
Yeah.
Where's P?
You know, Damien is also hurt. You could also.
How far away is P?
She's like Cass is like 30 feet from you.
Fuck off. Okay. I guess I'm just going to. I'm going to take both of my arms, and two sticks are going to come out. And I'm going to slam both of them down on Guido at the same time.
Okay.
So that's going to be a miss, and does a 19 hit?
Yes, 19 hits.
That was its AC.
Then that's a 10 damage. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, you do so. You take out your 2 sticks from your arms and you slam them both. One of the uh, one of the sticks doesn't seem to have done too much, uh, while the other one hits him at the side and knocks him slightly over. He is looking very injured right now. And he every time he tries to right himself, but his steps are unsteady as he does so. And now it is Alari's turn.
All right, so
Come
I'm
on,
still on the
Larry.
robot, correct?
Yes, you're still next to the robot.
Okay, so can I use? Is it a movement to climb the robot?
Uh, sure. Like it'd be like 5 feet of movement, basically.
All right, I'm going to climb the robot at least to go for the arm that is that's kind of just like it's doing the most damage to people. It's like the one of his arms is a cannon, just a cannon, right?
No, they're both radiant weapons. Basically, one is like an axe and the other is like a mace.
All right, and so I will say I can dissipate rage, right?
Yeah. Yes, you can end
Okay.
rage. But like
I will basically in my rage to get out to shorten my claws, and I will take out a stick-looking thing, and I shall press a button, and it shall show that I have basically a space glaive, like a really futuristic like space glaive, and I shall, with my weapon, I shall do damage to the arm, so I can at least I can at least like have one weapon fall off, or do some damage to that arm, so I can see.
make your attack.
So I'm basically like stabbing down and trying to pry it.
No.
19.
The 19 will hit. And let me just say, what's your weapon modifier, damage modifier?
1d10 plus 2.
It's how do you want to do this? See, no matter what you roll.
Holy shit.
Yay! My
Come on,
first time I
Alari,
want
you got
to do
this.
this. Let's go. Then I'll just do 2. I'll just do 1 damage. So you will see me, like you will see Alari just just riding the arm robot of Vito, and she's just grabbing her glaive, and she is going to repeatedly stab at the arm and kind of like pry it off, and then she will aim for the head and just kind of just swing there, kind of just like, did I get him? And just kind of
Yeah,
looking
you
so confused.
You stick your space glaive into his arm and you pull, popping it out of socket, and it starts to whir around frantically after the fact that it lost its arm, and it tries to grab at you, but you crawl around and then you hit it at the head, and uh, you split the top of his head in half as it goes into a kneeling position and knocks forward. Damien, you jump off as soon as the arm let go of you, and now Guido is on the floor. He is downed. He is out. You guys have defeated Guido.
Ah,
Well, that
no,
was certainly
Do you
Guido.
mean Vito?
Huh?
Oh wait, was
Son of a
Vito
bitch.
the robot?
No. Guido's
No,
the
Vito was
robot.
the
No, Guido was the robot.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I mixed up the two
Also,
names. I am so sorry.
Vito
oh man, I
is
guess.
a bunny, right? Vito is robot.
Oh, poor Arville had to leave too.
Yeah.
No.
we could just all
Oh
appear.
Lord. Yeah, I think it would be
I mean,
best if we did that.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we can get all the heavy RP role playing a lot better if we're all refreshed and ready for maturity.
Next week. Well, I mean, I don't think we need to do RP over this right now, but like, Phineas should just be like, he just look at Damien and nod before like doubling, like he's hands on his knees, he's trying his best to. He, this is a stressful situation. This
Maybe
is
he'll
a
just kind of
stressful
give you a nod
situation
and
for everybody.
pat Laurie on the shoulder and go, "Good job, kid."
I feel like I'm covered in like oil, like I'm covered,
Yes.
like I'm fully covered in blood. I'm like,
She's completely covered in oil, not
and I'm
even
just
knowing
like,
what had just happened.
Not even the baby kind.
and I just have my arm, and I just have my
Okay.
thumbs up, just like innocent smile, like, yeah, we did it.
Cassandra's
job,
going
kid.
to
Get proud
walk
of you.
up. Yeah, and Laurie's gonna walk up to her and say, "Heck yeah, good job, sis," and then holds her hand up for a high five.
I will high five. I'm just like,
Fuck yeah!
so what do we do now?
I am going to grab a cup and then I'm going to take some of the oil for private stuff.
Uh,
I'm gonna take Guido's
okay.
head, that's for sure.
No, we are not taking his head. Remember
I
that
mean,
thing
do
was
you?
that poor rabbit man's head. That was his only friend, as far as I'm concerned. Considering you
Yeah,
lot
that's
don't
why I'm
seem to
taking it,
visit
so
that
that way
often.
Guido and Vito can ride again.
That's
I
fucked up,
mean,
dude. You can't just take his head off and just give it to him and say, "Oh, here's the head of your decapitated friend." I don't care if it's a robot.
I mean,
Have some fucking decorum for once.
I think we should have
Ugh.
so we could have this approach on things. So if he doesn't want Greedo's head, we can leave it alone. But if he does want Greedo's head, then Damien can give it to her, and that gives me more oil to take back to my room.
Um,
You
is
don't need
anybody close to
oil.
the body?
I
I'd
I
say
I
I
do.
am, since
I think
I just killed it.
Moxie, yeah,
Um,
Moxie, Cass, and Damien, obviously. Everybody would be close, but
anybody who's close by can
doing a
anybody
little
who is close
diagnostic.
by make an investigation?
Ah, shit.
Oh my god, I got a one.
And exhaustion.
Both of my eye patches cover my sight.
13 for me.
Okay. Aloy,
So what? Oh, sorry.
investigation.
Okay.
Investigation.
Um,
Investigation.
my investigation is pretty good.
Oh, by the way, what is Ilari using to roll? Because I haven't seen Ilari roll in the game log in like ever.
Oh, I have dice,
Dice.
Oh, okay.
so I got a 19. But like, can you hear
That's
this?
why the
Okay, so a 13, a 1,
You
a
probably can't hear that.
19. Um, uh, Phineas, do you want to make investigation?
I guess Phineas, considering he had a little bit more, way more involvement than he thought he would with it, yes, he's kind of wanting to get to the bottom of this. So I will go ahead and roll to investigation. I'm pretty good at that. And I get a 21.
Um,
21?
okay, so um, so anybody who got over an 18, this was the 18 the DC was 18. Anybody who got over an 18, um, you guys look to Guido and you look at its head and where it's split open and um you see a sort of glowing card, like it's glowing with energy, and it seems to be some sort of card. You go to pick it up, and it shocks you slightly as you touch it, and it lands onto the floor, and um, and a hologram appears. It covers the whole room in this bluish green hologram, um, and and in the middle you see five figures and Guido. Um, and these five figures are all wearing are all look like astral elves, as they are fighting Guido using their magic and weapons and such. And
Oh my god.
Guido starts to knock them to the wall one by one. Each one that's knocked to the wall doesn't get back up, and then um, one elf remains. And as Guido approaches, um, the elf dives under Guido um, and casts some sort of spell, and it launches Guido towards the ceiling, cracking it open, and um, and the hologram ends after that. But from what it says, it looks like that the last thing that Guido did before Vito found him was fighting off these astral elves and was blown through the ceiling.
Oh.
Damn.
And
no.
And you count the bodies, and there seems to be less bodies than there were figures in the hologram. One less
like
body
that.
than the figures in the hologram.
It was Griever like a military robot? Goddamn. Oh.
And Alari, the disc that you have seems to be it seems to give off the same energy as the piece of disc you already have, and they beat faster as they approach each other, and then once they're close enough, the beating stops, and it goes extremely slow once again. Beep, beep, beep. Very steady.
Mm-mm.
I don't
And
like
that
that.
is where I'm going to end the session. You guys get to level
I
up.
need it.
Oh
Oh.
my god!
Oh, would you look at that? We get a level today. Find.
I'll describe what happens to Phineas after next session, or
No.
during next session, but he's going to put a level in the sorcerer.
Oh my god, guys.
I'll say that much. What?
You guys are now going to get a plus bonus to your saving throws as long as I'm 10 feet with you. Yay!
I
Oh
get more
my
bestial
god.
stuff.
A plus 5 to your saving throws. Oh my goodness, that's so silly.
Hey, by the way, anybody who's watching, thank you for staying with us until the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this session.
Yeah,
Wow.
thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank you all so much.
viewers, I only added 2
We
more
appreciate
D20 to
you.
my staff.
Nice.
anyways, goodbye, everybody.